hello, welcome back. Sorry about that. I was not anticipating any of that. This is our first enemy, Armor Troll. But yeah. This is where everything gets collected. I did not know what happened, but something happened and we're okay with it for right now. Anyways, onward.
Keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia.
We are running wet here.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
If I recall correctly. Yep, there's a chest. So, for this chest, you need to make it not see you. And we won't get that spell till later.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I really hate the... I know that there's a guy... Oh my god, I am blind. I am so blind. How did I not see that?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. That's the last.
Oh yeah.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all of your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
So this is where you can blackmail people. I don't do that
They
though.
are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
That's a horrible idea. No one wants to get that awful stench all over them again.
Why not? Gobstones are splendid fun, and now everyone knows the rules. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Listen, I tried. She's most definitely gonna... And this is where we have wand handles. You can put it on your wand. Just makes your wand look more decorative. Yeah, it's sad that they have like a short thing for the first one. Like, oh yeah, complete 3. I'm like, okay. Now then. Travel there.
Not sure why she'd fuss so much. It was only one page in a book.
I never fold down the corner in books.
And here we have the astrology.
Revelio.
Just keep that one in mind. Yeah, so there was one where, so this dude tried to teach trolls ballet.
I'd spend all day in the open. It's always so warm and
And this is the astrology.
Wonder where it might lead me.
I know the Ravenfall Tower has some of the best views in the castle.
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there? Yes.
Had to hit it at the right moment, and those are
Perhaps Nelly knows what it means.
these are house tokens. They help get us something very nice and very, very special. And when I mean very special, I mean it is literally a cloak that every time you cast magic, it pulses on the back, and it is just so cool. I really happen to like it, and I find it to be really nice. And I feel all 16, well, yes, challenging, and yes, I want to rip out my hair. Be a very nice distraction.
Oi, can you help me?
Oi!
Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested
Betty!
in joining me for a bit of an adventure. Following a treasure map, to be precise. Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff skein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Yes, I care to have a look at one.
Following a Hogwarts treasure map. Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Well, I'll be satisfied with
Very
that.
well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
Yeah, they used to have them at a different spot. So yeah, Transfiguration. Door over there, that one, then Accio, that painting. So allow me to give you guys a nice subtle thing. It gives you hints. She does not tell you where to go. She gives you hints.
Revelio.
That's Professor Figs. We're not trying to get to Professor Fig right now. Yeah. There are some chests that you need Alohomora for. Do you want to get going there?
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant! What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like a Gryffindor house token. I bet it unlocks our house chest. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in our common room and heard there are also in the other common rooms. Keep an eye out.
So
I
yeah.
hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Gryffindor house chest. Revelio.
If someone gets struck by a cursed broom, we do have it.
Why, thank you, good
A rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track.
Alright. It will allow Voldemort in. He's not even technically supposed to be born yet.
There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
Professor Heck is sleeping.
Not this one. What this door? Yep.
This stairwell looks promising.
Professor Black was terrible before.
This looks like the portrait from the map. Now, where's the treasure? Aha! There was a doorway hidden within the portrait. I wonder what came of Arthur's search.
And just in case you guys are questioning, what does it look on? Hi, hello there, dearie. I still like this one. And you can actually change your clothes as well. So if you want to, give me a minute. Ta-da! So yeah, that's what you do. So yeah. You can change it. I will be changing it later on when we get more.
I'm glad there's
Lumos.
I can't believe Black.
And that's their frog choir.
Powers should be kept.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Yeah, they have one down here. Urn of Ashes. This particular urn is rumored to be once bore the description pioneer in dragon taming. Should not have started with a Hungarian horntail.
I heard you got caught up in that Hogsmeade attack.
Revelio.
Needless to say, they give a lot of cool stuff down here. Hogwarts motto, Drago Dementarius. Don't know what it means. It's in Latin. Means never tickle a sleeping dragon. Fortunately, this particular sleeping dragon is made out of stone and will never awaken. It may be tickled to absolutely no effect. So yeah.
Couldn't agree more. Not to mention, it exposes us to their backward way of thinking.
Talking about Muggleborn again.
What have you learned?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything interesting.
So yeah, let's get back to our house common room and put our house token in.
This must be my house chest. I just need to insert the token. Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it.
Always something to celebrate around Hogwarts.
Don't think so. Like I said before, main cast couldn't wait.
Certainly sound like you have this.
I really have made a mess of things.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that, and now I've taken to creating my own charm on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds a rather complicated way to simply avoid carrying your books.
Possibly. But where's the fun in simplicity? New charms and spells have to come from someone. Why not me? I collect the books and remove the charm myself. Except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around. So she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
So yeah.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Accio! Got it. Only 4 more to go.
I freaking hate these books. Ooh. Oh yeah. I love that there's no music in the library.
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Alright, we got one more book left.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida. Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind. It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that is.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
So yeah. Did you have a favorite pawn handle? Yep, such a great headmaster. Freaking hate Nigellus Black.
Lumos.
Oh, heck yeah! Here we go.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow, like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is great news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
So yeah.
I believe...
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Yes, ma'am.
Seems Crossed Wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Take alien key. Holla.
It's clear, Ren.
Don't get too cocky.
Yep, see? He's using his wand.
Hogwarts is a fine school, don't you think?
Ready for another round?
I think so. We shall see who shows up.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid to duel.
I know, Sebastian. I know.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice.
Thank you.
Try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. Good one! Nicely done! Excellent form! I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
For Violet Shields, you need Accio.
Come on.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Assignment's all finished.
You could have gone a bit easier on me.
I think, is there? Oh, alright.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
You know, Ominous, there's such a thing as me kicking your butt.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavors.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus.
Of course.
End today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady. Good work. A few targets for you.
Incendio.
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Incendio.
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small,
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
That's nice to hear. I've had my share of adventure. I hope my reputation's warranted.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need.
Oh no.
See, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Oh, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumor has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing.
So, in case you guys wondering, yes, we're going to be like a mini Harry Potter. These are all the spells that we can learn later down the road, including the 3 deadly curses.
Revelio.
I hear Feldcroft's been getting attacked by Ranrock's loyalists. You'll not find me there anytime soon.
Incendio!
Whoop whoop. All right.
Revelio.
Oh boy. Anyway, this is Hogwarts grounds.
Revelio. Incendio. These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
And in we go.
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light.
You do take damage if you do touch the Devil's Snare.
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Ha. Ha.
All right. No! What do you mean I had to be level 10? But I want it now. I have more. Oh, right.
Incendio! Lumos. Incendio! Lumos. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacula would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Oh.
Lumos.
And this is why, kids, we don't have these things laying around anymore. Oh, sorry, baby. Yeah, this is stuff that you can use in your fight. Okay, so these guys are really good. Oh, yeah. Alright.
Have you ever flown? It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that.
It's a good thing the...
Could you remind me how the Daedalian keys work again?
When you spot or hear a flying key, you're to follow it back to its cabinet. Inserting it in the lock is the tricky part. I hope you follow some. If you open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
I already told you.
Have you found anything to, prove my bravery?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkeen for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkeen for me.
Oh, hey. Nice.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented it.
To me.
Oh, you sound offended. What did I miss?
I simply said that it was unusual for a Ravenclaw to have such little wit. Nothing offensive at all.
Oh, I see.
I should say one who doesn't find nothing.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Yeah, toils. That's what you call it. I call it hell. Thankfully, we know a person who knows a little too well how to get into that restriction section. Oh yeah, and this is where we keep things.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea. Revelio. Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock. And Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had
Oh my
this
god.
Key to Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
It's true.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madame Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Oh great, prefects.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Yeah.
Silent as a grave. Still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
The key. Here it is.
Good gracious, what a mess!
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now, to find that book.
And we're going to choose this.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Revelio.
Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clear. Possibly skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can
Revelio.
return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Which unfortunately is the truth.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
Heck yeah! Oh, no.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Leviosa. Lumos.
Silent as a grave.
Who have we here? Sebastian Cello and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell! I'm going to tell! I'm going to tell!
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Indeed, I know just the spell as well.
Repair it. Revelio. Lumos.
And down we go to where nobody knows.
Of course. Traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it. Lumos.
Right. No, I'll just worry about it some other day. Of course, I can't get those two till I'm level frickin' 10.
Where might this lead? Leviosa. Lumos.
Ah, shit.
Lumos. Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Your guess's ancient magic accumulates when it's successfully attacking. +10 combos will get you ancient magic power-ups. So yeah, ancient meter when full, powerful attack. Ancient meter when not full, not powerful attack. And am I looking for treasure? You damn right I am. Got it.
This must be the way forward. But to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Alright. So gear slots are full, which means you have to get rid of something. Ideally, you have better. So the legendarier it is, the more protection it's going to have.
It is a book after all.
It is. Take note of these four people, because they're important. And very integral to the plot, sorry.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor Bakar?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold.
Of ancient magic. Does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
So, hear me out. Why are we trusting Peeves? Y'all know he's a giant prankster.
Lumos.
Yes! We can finally put the stuff on! Oh my god, that looks so stupid. And we're going to do this, and bam! And these are the Pernson's secretaries, Senatfuls.
Lumos.
And here we go.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Yeah, probably best.
In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
And here we go, on the road again.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Awesome. Alright, so this is the world's map. Actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get the assignments done. But first, we're going to do some adventuring.
Revelio. Revelio.
So this is a secret place where... So these are the boats where the first years hop in on.
Revelio.
Just saying, you'd think she was the pioneer of the Wizarding School's Potions Championship, the way she carries herself. And she's right.
If only. Get away! All of you!
And taking dangerous books!
They are from the restricted section!
Yes, I mean, shut up!
Enough! Here, perhaps you'll find sweeping the courtyard more productive.
What, me? Use a broom? Not to fly?
That is what I said, and let this be a lesson to all of you. Off limits means off limits.
Ugh, feel like a muggle.
And here we have the entrance hall.
Got it.
Revelio. Lumos.
Discovering Hogwarts. Do. And these are the dungeons.
Revelio.
I believe this is where...
Lumos.
Alright.
Revelio.
Well, Madam Kagawa said he's not.
So a lot of this is easier when you get a broom. Woo! Rolling around at the speed of sound. What lies ahead? Gotta follow my rainbow. Can't take a road, gotta keep moving on. I think this is how you get to the Owlery. Or not? Oh, okay, cool. Cool. This is such beautiful scenery. So pretty. So lovely. Now, where are the enemies?
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
As is what we want. We want danger. We need to complete her list. So?
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Sirona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort
Go,
of
girl!
stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Of course not. You shouldn't. I mean, goodness gracious, why would ya?
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
I'm trying to get stuff.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Oh.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Do you really think you can take a hold of us?
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this and you come on my desk, but...
This one brat.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
Yes, ma'am, we know.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Go.
Merlin. Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same.
No.
Merlin attended
No.
Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Aww.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
So Merlin trials?
It's just over there by my tent.
Highly needed. Do I care for them?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio! Lumos. Levioso. Incendio! The flames make the pyre sink.
Because I left the area.
Incendio!
There we go.
How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
Yes, these are the Merlin trials.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know of your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
Fun.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Well, this is where we get to have fun, kids. You get to swim. Your character automatically knows it, regardless of whether you want to or not. It's actually really useful for certain quests.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Take the gear. Go over here. Get rid of that. Go to there, go back to here. I can sell those. Hello to the other person watching. Alright. Yeah, we're getting there. Hello.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
And we're going. It gets more exciting, I promise. I just really want to find some enemies too, so that way I can beat them up. You also need leech juice.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me. And for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there.
And as you see over there,
I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
that happens to be an enemy. Yeah, dog bugs, they are not fun. They can take a lot of damage and they can do plenty of damage. Trust me. They're not the best things to get in the middle of a fight with. This is another lovely view of Hogwarts. And up here, guess what we got? Another Merlin trial.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Leviosa. Incendio. Lumos.
Honestly, I don't know what to do for this Merlin trial. What do I do? Just frickin'... Oh my god, I have to get it up here, don't I? I would need a later spell for that.
Potato.
And there we go. Dueling feats are necessary for stuff. Merlin trials, they get you expanded. So yeah. All right. You know what? I think I'm just going to end the stream right here. Have a good day, and we will on Tuesday come back and do more.